Hi everybody, my name is Janine and I am a member of Gainesville Cohousing. Welcome to 2024 National Cohousing Open House Day. This is our virtual tour that I'm presenting today for everybody to enjoy. Today, this is probably my fifth or sixth time giving this tour virtually. And so you're welcome to ask questions throughout the tour. I'll engage with all of you as much as possible. It's usually not a problem. And we're gonna look at the grounds today. I'm gonna show you private residence. I'm gonna show you the common house. I'm gonna show you anything that you want to see. Ask any questions. So Gainesville Cohousing, I am one of the founders of Gainesville Cohousing with my husband and a couple other members. We founded Gainesville Cohousing in 2011, and it was a meeting of the minds in our house, and I bribed people with roasting a turkey and making a lot of sides and some desserts, and tried to get people to say yes. It was the second go of starting a co-housing project in Gainesville. Gainesville, Florida is a mostly university town, but it's very vibrant, has a lot going on. So the interest was quite high for a co-housing community here, which is the first co-housing community in the state of Florida. So we broke a lot of ground with that, and in Gainesville and Alachua County as well, doing something that nobody had ever done before. So with that, we started in 2011. We started just with understanding our values, what's our mission, what kind of decision making will we have, what will our membership process look like. And so just getting those things done very quickly early on in the process so that we wouldn't run into any headaches later on. And we knew to do that because of the first go of co-housing in Gainesville that fell apart. So we knew what some of the failures could be, and so we were able to work around those. It took quite a long time to develop our community, getting an architect, a builder, all of the permits, we had to change how finding a piece of property, changing some laws and rules. It was quite a lot. And so we finally broke ground actually in 2017. We had our breaking ground, and the mayor was there, city county commissioners were there, and it was really exciting. So it was 6 years in the making. People ask that, like, oh, how long did it take? It takes a long time. If you're starting your own community, get ready for a lot of work, but it's exciting, and you're changing the face of how we live in these times. So we have here in Gainesville Cohousing, we have 24 homes, 23 are built, and we are try to be a sustainable community. There's a lot of solar panels, there's gardening, raised bed gardens, and things like that. We're going to take a look inside a private residence today. It's a single-story home, small square feet. Hey you, how's it going? You walking around?
Yeah, I forgot something.
Okay, let me switch. Okay. So they had to trim their life down quite a bit to fit in this home, but They love it here. They're not going to be in the home with me. I'm touring it on my own. And so that's a new thing that we're doing, me touring the home by myself. But it's just under 1,000 square feet. They've maximized their storage. It's really cool to see the different features that they chose for themselves. So I'm going to spin the camera around so that you can see their gardens. We're going to see their front gardens, their back gardens. I'm going to talk about how a co-housing home is designed with the idea of public space in front, semi-public, semi-private, private, all the way back. And that's how a co-housing house is designed. Let's see. Let me switch us around so you can see. Okay. This is the house that we're going to be touring today. You can see this is actually a corner lot. So they have quite a bit of green space in front. And then their walkway up, they have some Florida friendly landscaping, some bee friendly things, rosemary right in front. You could see their raised bed gardens, their little porch. And so we're going to just walk up here. This is, if you've been on my other tours, this view that you're getting is the back of 3 homes through that little passageway. And so we're just going to come up here. They have these bird baths and these massive crows hang out in these bird baths, the owner was telling me. Anyway, they're growing some potatoes in here. They have a pineapple growing up there. They have some gladiolas. Of course, everybody has aloe. But just really pretty. They have, they're doing a really good job growing quite a bit of food over here in their tower. You could probably hear the water actually. So, all right. So this is their little front porch, and they use this regularly because I see them out here. And we're just going to walk on in. And so as we walk in, you're going to see this little entryway. They've maximized their space with shelving. These are polished concrete floors, but they're not stained. So it's just polished concrete, very natural, very high ceilings here. These are 9-foot ceilings. And a lot of our houses here in this community that are 1 story and smaller, they maximize their space by having a higher ceiling because it makes the home feel bigger. My house is a 2-story house, so I just have the classic 8-foot ceilings. So they entertain here in this space. You can see how open it is. You walk right into this dining room. They have plenty of dinner parties where they seat 6 here. Then they have this open concept of their living room, which goes into this flex room area. And here in this community, we've maximized our space using a lot of pocket doors. So we'll get a closer look at that. If you've seen any of my other tours, you'll see a lot of pocket doors to make the flow really great for entertaining or just like regular living, honestly. But one feature is all their ceiling fans and lights are on remote control, so they can easily turn things on and off without the strings. You know how ceiling fans have the strings, and plus their ceilings are so high. But we're gonna wrap around here, and here's their kitchen. So just to orient you, here's the front door. We just came through this hallway. Boom, here's the kitchen, which, as we know, is our most public space in all of our homes, right? So in co-housing homes, the kitchen is that you're going to enter into, because the place in the home where everybody hangs out. Their kitchen is it's very functional. So there is like no wasted space in here. They have gas appliances. Hopefully the video isn't like, but the countertops are they're, I love the color of their concrete. It's really great. And a gorgeous view of their garden outside their window. And so that's a feature of co-housing homes, right? This is your most public room out in the front, and then you're engaging with the most public space. So just to give you an idea, the living room, and then this is, like I said, their flex room. So this is a pull out, it pulls into a king size. And they work here. The view outside this window is some of their herb garden, which I'll show you that in a little bit. It's cutting out quite a bit. Okay, thank you. It might be the location I'm in, so. Okay, great. Thank you so much. All right, so here's the hallway. So as you can see, public rooms in the front of the house. And then as we go back, these are more private, right? That's how it's designed. So I know in our traditional homes, like we enter a living room, but that's not how co-housing homes are. Here's a bedroom. This is their master. They have great windows here. That's their bathroom, which I'll show you, because one of the features of our co-housing homes is aging in place. And so a lot of the showers are walk-in showers with bars, stuff like that. There's me. Here is their closet. I did get permission to open up a closet. But I wanted to just show you like how great they did maximizing their space, like all the way to the ceiling. They had their closets most of their closets professionally done, so that they could maximize, hanging, folding, all of that. If you were with me last year on a tour, we toured that house right there, that blue one. So, let's go look at the bathroom. This is their master, and I'm going to turn on, let's see. Okay, so this is their walk-in shower, which is perfect, right? We got the nice scenes, good tile work. What makes it really great, it's crazy, is that they in here. They were in the middle of their build, they were moving in, and one of the owners went on a trip, and she slipped on ice and she injured herself. So she was in a wheelchair when she moved in. And so she had to have her wheelchair next to her bed over there. She was wheeling in her shower. I mean, it was like she used all of those features right away, which is kind of crazy. I'm going to swing around to their extra bath. This is just another little hallway. They've maximized their space. That's their air handler, etc. They have a pedestal sink in here, because they have the medicine cabinet. This is the don't worry, I got permission to do all this, you guys. Like, I'm not completely invading. This is the bathroom with the tub. So she can enjoy soaks and stuff like that. So it's just a tiny functional bathroom for them. Back out this hallway. This is their like kind of like a utility closet, all of their stuff. If you're from Florida, you'll appreciate this right here is their hurricane box. We all have one. If you're from up north, maybe your box looks a little different, but here is their laundry room, and they put in shelves all the way up to the ceiling. That's what you do in co-housing homes, right? You want to live smaller, sustainable. And they have a hot tub. Isn't that awesome? They've maximized every single space in their home and on their little property. Like there's all these good gardening moments. They planted all this jasmine, and then the owner, he built this little herb garden for himself, so he's growing his own herbs. He's pretty fresh to gardening, but and so and this is just their little space. I haven't even taken you guys on this yet. This is just their space that they're maximizing for themselves. One of the things that people talk about feeling nervous about living in co-housing is that I won't have privacy. And so I'm taking you all the way back here in this little corner where he's doing his own gardening. They have their own little hot tub. This is their private area. I'm here because they gave me permission. But like, so I'm just going to come around, and he has a smoker and a barbecue doing his thing. And then around here is their compost. That door is the door off their bedroom. And then here's the side view of their home so that you guys can understand where I came from. That's where their front door was. And then I just walked all the way around. So it's just a cute little space. Like I said, just a little under or a little over 1,000 square feet. And they did a lot of work to make it their own. This is one of the houses that they can park in the back of their home because they're right on the corner. But most of the other homes, our parking is in a parking lot. So this is the back. This is the back of the home that we toured last year. And here's two other homes. These three homes have garages. And then there's another 3 homes that have garages, and then that's it. So I'm taking you on a totally different route. This year, we're going behind some houses. I'll take you on a walk through the community. Over here, we have this new nature conservatory sign. We got approved by the city of Gainesville because we have so much wildlife here. And so I don't know if you can see that right there. So that was a project that we did so people can visit that. That is our trash area. It was built with 100-year-old wood on somebody's property, and we reused it to make this corral. So this is the edge of our property right here. Like this is I'm showing you the driveway. So this is, people enter here. This is parking lot 1, and then parking lot 2. We'll visit that over there. But this is a view that I have never really given you guys before. So we're going to go on a little walk. Hopefully, So we um, we are founders tree. So we had this tree that we're around, but unfortunately it's not doing well. So we did have to take it. We built okay, hopefully you guys can still hear me. So this is our foundry that we planted after the community was built, just to memorialize that other tree. This we call here. We'll see some foxes and they'll come around. But this pit, this is our drainage, and it was already here when we bought the property, and so we just planted a lot in there because none of this was here. So we planted all of this, and actually my boys like to go down there and play. They think it's like a little wilderness for them personally. And interestingly enough, there's an office park. I don't know if you can see it through those trees. When that office park was being built, they took dirt from this area to build it, and so that's how we have this natural drainage system. Which, of course, we put drains in there after we built or during the founding of it. But this is like a beautiful, peaceful little area. Let's come around here. I'll take you on the walk. So a lot of times our members, they'll like go through here, go on little walks. It's very peaceful. Trying to be quiet so you can hear all the birds. You can see the Spanish moss hanging. These are giant pines. That right there is our covered parking area, and that's something extra that members, the ones that wanted it, decided to purchase it. And it is hurricane proof. It has electrical, so you can plug in your car. During COVID, when we couldn't have common meals inside, we had mass, we would have like our big Thanksgiving common meal out here. We would move all these cars and we do like one long table and do Thanksgiving out here. Or like if we needed room for a giant meeting, we would put all of our chairs under there. Oh, good. I'm glad you can hear that, Lisa. Okay, good. So this is the common house, which I will be taking you on there on a tour. You can see our Tesla batteries. Maybe you can see them. Yeah, you can see those Tesla batteries there. That's our backup power system for common house, so that when we have storms, we have people who need power for medical reasons can come over to the common house. So that was pretty important for us. This is another view of the borough pit, which I think is beautiful. Over here, future plans are potentially guest house. So stay tuned for that. Like we might wedge it in here somewhere. It would look like a tiny house. But over here you can see the back of like the pool enclosure. I'll show you that. That wood fence, that's the pool pump and pool heater. And then just right there is window and car. So the way our is we have parking on the periphery and can drive on our pedestrian path. Okay. Sorry about the internet issues, everyone. Sorry about the freezing. Hopefully it will catch up. This is the pedestrian path that you can drive on to drop off loads, emergency situations, whatever. I usually drop off my kids. And hopefully, okay. So our deliveries come through there, but the delivery drivers have been very good at parking in their spots, their designated spots. So that's been good for us. I'm going to give you a tour of the common house. Hopefully the internet. This is some green space here. This is where we have our mail area. We have lights hung because we have a lot of parties and celebrations. So we're going to come in here and give a wave. Harris, you want to wave? Hello. Oh boy. Okay. All right. We're going to come in this common house, everybody.
Coming in what?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Go play with Daddy. Go play with Daddy.
This way, buddies. Mommy's on camera.
I'm working.
Come here.
I love you.
I love you too.
Okay. I love you.
Right, bye. No, this way, this way. This way, this way.
Okay, sorry about that, everybody. How many acres total is the community? Our community is 4.75 acres. Are the houses on individually owned lots? And if so, how large are those lots? Great question, Stacey. The lots are owned individually. They vary in size, actually. So I need to, I would have to get back with you on that. Are there available homes? Great question. So we are a list of interested parties. So if you are somebody who might be interested in owning a home, or if we end up doing renting in the future, definitely shoot us an email, shoot me a Facebook message. I'll get you on that list, which is growing. We don't have any available homes right now. but that always changes. You never know. So we're always open to new members. And we have one lot that's being developed right now by their owners. And there's always people that, you know how it is. We haven't had any membership turnover yet, but we're a fairly new community. So, okay, so this is our common house. This and this is polished concrete. It was a gift from our builder as a thank you. So we have tables and chairs that we put up for our common meals here, and this is where we have our meetings. You can see our big TV. We do our slideshows and stuff like that. This is our beverage station. I'll give you a look. That's our kitchen. We'll come to the kitchen in a bit. So during common meals, people come over here to get their drinks. This is where we do buffets. Here and bust their own plates here, trash there, coffee grinder. Let me take you into the kitchen. It's there's a few ovens, gas appliance, there's a fridge and freezer, there's a couple dishwashers, there's like 3 sinks. So lots of people can be participating in meal prep and cleaning at the same time. This counter is smaller than the other counters so that kids, shorter people, wheelchair people, etc. can be here helping prepare food. Everything's labeled. All of our drawers are labeled. We have, okay, that is the pantry in the back. Over here is the closet. It's quite a big closet. We store our tables. Other things are stored here. I'll give you a look inside. Some of our Christmas stuff and chairs and just stuff like that. We're constantly going through that. This is our family room. So this is like the kids' play area. And so just toys and books and stuff like that so that during common meals or meetings, kiddos can come in here or people can have their own. Back to the living room. Which I know you're not supposed to show bedrooms, but I just this is a mosaic, and this tile was taken from leftover tile. So birds and trees. We have another bathroom that I'll show you that the tile work is similar. This is our office, our storage. There's my marketing stuff. I'm sure you guys all care about that. And air handler. We have our safe. We keep our important things back here for you to have access to. Let me show you as well. So if we need to communicate or give things, we also have our emergency defibrillator. We have lots of different working groups here in community, and so it's that's one of the groups is they work on emergency preparedness. Here, so we'll have movie nights, stuff like that. Here's a couple of awards. Let's see. Here. Guys, this is our back porch area. I need the meals out here. This leads out to the playground, which the members designed and built themselves. I want to show you, this is the pool enclosure over here, which I'll show you. This is the pool bathroom, which again, we're coming in here to show the tile work. So this is the mosaic tile work here in this bathroom, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. And my favorite part are these turtles on a log. Just so cute. And one of our members, Sue, did this bathroom. And I like to show it off. Okay. All right, let me show you the pool. Having a pool was really important to the members here in community, and so it is well used. One of the great things about this pool is that it has a bench that goes all the way across. So there's the stairs and then the bench goes all the way across so that you can just sit and chill and have a good time. Or littles can run back and forth, so there's no worry about a deep end, especially if you're shorter. Here is our little herb garden here. I'm going to show you the playground. So this is a playground obviously getting used. We have the sandbox at the bottom. Are you watching me? Oh, okay, cool. So this is our common green area. We have a rain garden over here. There's a swing set. Part of the playground features, we have a twisty slide and a slide. We have a clatter bridge, a climbing net. We have there's a fireman's pole, climbing wall, swing set. There's a lot going on here, so it gets well used. If you've toured us before, you'll see that, or you'll already know that all of our houses are different colors. Co-housing homes, they traditionally have a front porch area, which is your, most public space is your front porch. Here's the rain garden. I'm just going to walk this way because I want to show you the new art that was just done last weekend. I didn't post it on our Facebook page because I wanted it to be here first. But here are more of the homes. Like I said, front porch, the most public space, and then kitchen, and then going backwards. We're going from most public to most private. And here's our new art installation that we did here last weekend. Lots of members contributed to this this installation here. It's to make sure that drivers who are guests know that this is pedestrian only, and we'll do more art as well along the walk, but this is just like a free form. I know a lot of people are finding shapes in this abstract. I feel like this is a bird, but this house right here is the very first house that was built in our community, and the first one moved into. And so this is like the beginning of the pedestrian pathway over here. And then, excuse me, and then it ends over here. And again, Florida friendly landscaping is very important here to this community. And so you'll see a lot of that here. Oh, Lord. Okay. This is one of my favorite views of the community because, ooh, that was a big butterfly, because you can see all the little homes, all the colors, and here the internet connection is a little why that is. So we're just walking along. I showed Common House, just to orient you better. There's the playground again, swing set. We're walking along. There's one of the common questions is homes with solar panels. So quite a few, I think only like 5 or 6 do not have solar panels in our community. And that's just the homeowner's choice. That's not, that we're not mandating that. That's just what you can afford, your choice, etc. Over here, this is a unique space because these two homes you might notice are a little bit more apart than our other homes. So this is actually common space. So the center is the common space, and then there's common space behind those homes as well. So there's some playground elements back there as well. I'm taking you to the gardens because I wanted to show you some new plants, some new raised bed gardens. There's a geodome here. There's the garden shed. Here's some new plants that were planted. These raised beds are new. Okay. These raised beds are new. One of our members has been building these so that we can all enjoy. That's cool, huh? What do you see? So many things. Okay, so people can sign up for a part of a bed or a whole bed, and so we're getting our gardens started. That has been quite a big project, building all these beds one by one. But they look amazing. Some of them already have some plants, and some you can tell are just brand new or haven't been finished yet. There's some squash back there on the ground I can see. I don't know if you can see it too. And then there's a couple new trees over here. A lot of trees. A couple new trees over here. There's a lemon and what's that? Yeah, so over there, that was the walkway I was on at the beginning of the tour. And over here is the entrance to the community where I was at towards the middle. And then I walked this way around the burrow pit just to orient you a little bit better. Back back over here. We have 2 compost bins. This is one of 2. I don't know if you can see it by the fence area. So that's our community compost, but a lot of people have their own compost as well. So I think that's tour. I hope you guys saw a lot of different things this year. We obviously being the art, etc. What are you doing? Okay, checking on me. All right. All right. Go back over to Daddy. I'm going to finish up the tour, okay? Okay. I'm just trying to find a shady bit I can stand in. It's a very hot day today, so org. We're on Instagram at Gainesville Cohousing. Hopefully you will see the tour on playback. If not, let me know what questions you have. I can send you pictures. I'll post more pictures, whatever you want to see. Anyway, I hope it was a good tour for you, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye.